Okay, coming up on the show this week, we start building a 5-inch Cinematic Dead Cat FPV drone. Brand new frame from ItsFPV. We've got Hobbywing motors, ESCs, and flight controller, and it all happens on the episode right now. Go! H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing, H-Outdoor Racing! Yeah! Welcome to the show, the H-Outdoor Racing Show! And we are your hosts. I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard. Thanks very much for tuning in on this episode.
Yes, and on this particular episode, we're going to be jumping in and start building a 5-inch Dead Cat Cinematic FPV drone.
That's right, very exciting. It's going to help out a lot with the channel. Going to get a lot more power out of the 6S system, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, so that way we can chase all our builds on live streams and all the good stuff. So that's all coming up on this episode, and we're going to start with unboxing. We're going to go through the build, and yes, up to flight. So if you haven't already, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe for the series and all our other projects.
Yes, very exciting. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it.
3, 2, 1, race! Okay, so here we are on the bench.
That's right, so 2026 requires what, Harry?
A new drone build, yes, and specifically a live stream camera drone, right? So
that's right, because we're still using our original 5-inch racer.
It runs on a 4S, but we want to go faster. All the planes and things that we're
quicker all the time, right?
Are getting quicker on the channel. So we need a drone to be able to capture that action. So yeah, so let's go and start making a 6S 5-inch racer drone.
So this is a Dead Cat style, and then that way it will spread the propellers out, and you won't be able to see the propellers in the shot. That's the idea of the Dead Cat.
Yes.
They just label it as DC.
DC. Yes, it's not Marvel, it's DC. So there you go. So that's what it's all about. And jumping into the DC universe, let's go and have a look at all the parts required for this exciting build. Okay, so here we are. Let's go and look at the drone frame itself. So yeah, this one here is the ERA DC from ItsFPV.
So it's a Dead Cat one, right?
Yes, that's what DC stands for. It is 5.5.
Direct current.
No, Dead Cat geometry. So normally you'll see in a normal drone frame, like an X frame like that. With a Dead Cat, it moves a little bit outwards at the front and compensate to the back, so the camera doesn't get seen by the propellers, so that would be perfect for this kind of application. Okay, so let's just open her up, and yeah, so that the drone frame can handle 5-inch props to 5.5 inch. So there you go, which is pretty cool. And ta-da! So it's got stickers and battery straps here. We've got battery straps, cool. And that's for the battery.
Grip pad, yep.
Grip pad thing. And it's got plenty of gear in here, already pre 3D printed. Very cool. And wow, look at that, there's another one. There's a grey nylon one. That's pretty cool. So you're gonna get, yep, that's nylon, yep. And a grey color, so that's a lot stronger than 3D printed.
Could ever be.
Could ever be, because it's injection molded, so way stronger to prevent knocks and breaks for your cameras. So that's going to go perfect. And then it's all standoffs. I'll leave it in this so we don't lose all the parts. But yes, there's a couple of back arms.
So there's some interesting features that I noticed when I was reading up about this one. That apparently the arms can be swapped, and it's just one bolt. And
one bolt holds them together.
So it goes up to a 5.5 inch prop.
Yep.
I think we're going to be using a 5-inch prop, right?
Yeah, we'll use this one, 5-inch ones, blue ones. And they also sent along some different GoPro mounts and those sorts of things. These are TPU printed. But yes, it's all pretty cool.
All for different ones. So what was that one that you just opened?
This one is for the GoPro 9 to 13.
Okay.
And then there's...
they got different mounts for different things, right?
Yeah, 9 to 13, but a different angle. There's a cinematic style one. And you can see that there. Pop.
That's pretty cool.
It's quite well designed, isn't it?
So that means you can easily
DJI, here we go, DJI 2 action cam. So that's kind of the kind of sizes that we use for our drones.
That's that one there. That's the DJI too, was it?
Yeah, that one. And this one is for the DJI Action 3 to 5. And this one here is a lime color, a freestyle nylon cage. This is a second version. There you go.
So just an alternative color, right?
Yeah, pretty cool.
So is that a nylon injection molded?
It'll be injection molded. Yeah, injection molded. I just found here that they've put in some motor guards, frame guards. So that will go straight on there. Protect those edges. So that way
you can take a bit of a beating, right?
A bit of beating. And they also have GPS if you're going to put that sort of thing on there, mounts. And what's it got here? Radio Master V2. So there you go. So I'm not sure how much 3D printing will need to be adding to this, but because I've already done
pretty well supplied, man.
Yes, but okay, so it's pretty cool and it's all there. So looking forward to this build. Let's go and check out the other parts we'll be making up this drone.
Okay, so we've got some motors, we've got some ESCs, and we've got a flight controller here. It's all part of the xRotor series. So breaking it down, we have over here the xRotor 65 amp 4-in-1 FPV G2. That's the ESC package. So instead of having individual ESCs, it's all in one helpful package. We have the motors. They're called the xRotor 2207.5s and they are 1980 kV.
Looking at them properly in a bit when we unbox them.
Yes, and then also we have the flight controller, or the brains of the outfit, and this is the F7 Micro. There we go.
Very cool. So we're looking at all that and adding them to this build.
Like anything you'd expect, comes with a nylon nut and the motor attachment screws. Of course,
the motor.
So like we're saying, it's the 2207.5s or 1980 kVs from Hobbywing. So they look pretty nice, don't they?
Very cool.
They're supposed to be very powerful. And then we'll look at the F7 flight controller.
Should be pretty quick, eh? We haven't never used a Hobbywing flight controller before, have we?
Not till today.
No, but it's going to be exciting.
There you go. So it's quite small.
And it's got its gummies already on.
It's a massive package. And in reality, it's so much
really, really small. Yeah. And this is a 4-in-1 ESC?
Correct. It's 65 amps.
And what kind of voltage can it handle?
3 to 6S.
Cool. That'll be perfect for the 6S system.
30-bit microprocessor and AEM32 firmware. Cool. Pretty cool. There you go, and it already comes with a capacitor attached to it. It's already got conformer coating already put on it too. Very fancy.
Has it got an XT60 on it?
Oh yeah, it comes with one. A link cable which links the ESCs to the flight controller.
Cool. So they should be making this drone pretty quick.
Yeah, very quick. Very cool. Looking forward to that one. I guess the next step is to start putting the frame together and then start putting all these awesome parts into it. Make a drone. Yeah, cool. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go and put it together. Maybe we'll use this plate. Looks like the bottom plate. What else have we got here? I need some of them. Need those. And that one. This one we need. Alright then. Whoa, look at that. VTX camera hardware. That will come in useful. Some spare parts, but then there. What's this one say? Arm connectors. Could be useful. Frame hardware. Here we go. This is what we're looking for.
Flat stack. So we're using we worked it out, right, with the sizing of the ESCs and the flight controller. It's, what is it, a
30 by 30, yeah. So these will be perfect. So you just use the outside one. They also have a 20 by 20 on the inside. And then I guess we'll put a thread locker on there in a second.
Right,
that way it doesn't run away on us. And before you know it, this will be a flying machine.
Fly machine, fly away home.
Just putting these press nuts in. See
What's
that?
a press nut?
Oh, one that likes doing press ups. Press nut.
Press up nut.
So,
I guess it's not called a press up nut.
yeah. So we're going to put the cool part together. So you get the base plate, you put that little funny ninja star right there, and you put this little, like a 12mm looks like, something like that, in there. Pop that through, and you want it so that arm comes in like that.
The ninja star lines up.
The ninja star lines up, so then all the arms can all interlock like that. We'll put it together, and this part here goes into there. No, hang on. Which way around? That way around. And what else we got to do? What's next?
We'll put the arms on.
Okay, so these one I think are the front ones. That's the back one. Just trying to work out which way around they go. Looks like that way.
Second attempt. Here he goes.
Yep, just loosely, and then I guess we put the back ones in.
These are pretty thick arms, eh?
But yeah, how thick are they? Just out of curiosity. So the actual plate is about 2.5.
And what's that
and
big
the
check
arm
down?
is 6mm. There you go.
Wouldn't want that thrown at you, would you?
No, but it definitely can take a beating for sure.
Yeah, be able to take a hit.
Designed to take a hit for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Just bounce off concrete.
Okay, so it's taking shape. What do you think so far, Jen?
It's got 4 arms.
It's got 4 arms, and now we've got to put the back brace on that. Sort of like it. And we need to stand off at the back. There you go. What do you think?
Yeah. Looks the
And then the motors will hold it together. Interesting design. Very cool. And we'll do the same for the other side.
So you've got a couple of different options for your cameras. You've got the 04 version, and you've got the one that I would class as the GoPro attachment. There's different attachments for everything. They're just too good. They're too good. Anyway, so I think
Yes.
I think at the moment
Go with
we'll
the grey
just
one.
stick with this cool looking grey one
Yeah.
for now. Well done.
It's like a walking on that angle. But now we can put the top plate on. The battery stick. Cool, looking good. Okay, so now we can start working on the motors and adding the electronics.
I just can't get these joints out of my head. They're driving me crazy.
Okay, so these are the motors from Hobbywing. So they come with these little capstan head screws. They're not quite long enough to go through these very chunky arms. So luckily, ItsFPV already came up with their own supply of bolts that do fit. So that's pretty cool. They come with, like, also with these skid plates. What material is that? Plastic, I guess. It's injection molded. It's not 3D printed because there's no layer lines. Yeah, definitely injection.
Maybe a bit stronger. The shell.
They also have TPU bump arms, where are they? Okay, so we've got some little glove hands. I'd call them bump arms. So it'd be like that, and then the little bolt goes in the back there to insert them. Or you can optionally put one of these on, which is kind of like what they call a skid plate. But I think what we'll do is we're going to do what we always do on this channel, which is modify this. So I think we might have to modify a little bit of that, otherwise you'll be offset slightly. But not to worry, that's pretty easy to modify, right?
Definitely.
What do they call it? Best of both worlds.
Yes. Motor is going on. Pretty cool. Okay, pop it on.
Alright, a bit of thread locker on there. Like that.
Like a glue.
Alright, so the second one going on. Just line up that plate.
Coming along nicely. 2 more to go.
Tire iron, like a car. We just make a star, right?
That's how we do it. That way you get even pressure on the motor mounts. And also you're checking to see if the screw threads don't come up into the motor housing underneath.
So you're making sure that the thread doesn't go all the way up into here, so it just stops
Perfectly.
perfectly. So that way this guy can rotate without touching anything.
Like that.
It's always, it might seem like a small thing, but you can be in a real pickle real quick.
That rule applies to even if you're doing some of our bigger builds.
Yeah, it's the same principle, just obviously the bolt is bigger. Yeah.
The bolt is bigger and
The consequences are more dire.
like when we made the world's largest 3D printed heavy lift drone. That's right. We had to make sure that it was perfect.
Okay, so there you have it. There you go. There's
Motors on.
some motors on. They're not going anywhere. Anytime soon.
Perfect.
So, yep.
Looking
There's
good.
no gaps or anything like that. And they're all on evenly. And they've got their little skid attachment. So,
What's next? ESC, 4-in-1 stack.
yeah, this one I guess.
And then the flight control, I think.
And then,
Yeah.
that guy. Okay, so this is the xRotor 65 amp 4-in-1 ESC from Hobbywing. And obviously a little instructional manual.
Which is good to have paper. Everything these days is digital, but it's better to have a paper version. That way you don't have to have your phone out beside you while you work on it. So that way you can text your friends at the same time as making these things.
Or FaceTime them. Everybody's saying, you know, do this. You're not social, but you know, you have your phone over here and you're FaceTiming your friends. You know, why not?
Why not? But yes, there you go. And the instruction manual there says that you can fit 4 motors on it. And yeah, that all looks perfect. And the power input is on the end. So we'll stack it and rack it.
Yeah, it's pretty well already there, really. Yeah.
And we're going to do some soldering and all the good stuff coming up.
So we need an interface that goes between the flight controller, which is this guy, to the ESC stack 4-in-1. So there's lots of different cables it comes with, because it's catering for different aspects. And we found the right one. So
it's a telemetry cable on the end.
yeah, so it'll go into that plug there on the flight controller. That's what that is. And this is the ESC for the other side. We go on there. There you go. There's some float.
Stack it and rack it. Our favorite color, blue too.
There you go.
Perfecto.
Perfecto. So basically, what's going to happen is we've got 3 wires from this one, so forth, so forth, so forth, and they're all going to sort of merge, and we're going to solder them onto that. And then what's going to happen is this particular one, once that's all done, we'll have this link cable here, so that's basically it really. And that will link to the flight controller, and then that will go on top. And then you can start soldering in things like the receiver, the VTX, and then I think you're pretty well there, right?
Yeah, then you can start turning on Betaflight. So we're making good progress.
Yeah, good progress. So it's soldering time.
So we're going to put this XT60 on the back for power,
Little TPU plug that came with the set.
which is the perfect size for this 6S battery. Normally our 6S batteries are XT90, but for the ones for this size, we've opted for an XT60 size, and it'll be perfect.
XT60 holder, I guess you've got. It's all attached, so that's good. It's been apart. Now we need to attach the motors. So motors have got 3 wires. On bigger stuff they have an extra signal wires, but on these little guys they just have 3 signal wires. So we've got motor 1, 2, 3, and 4, and there's a little label on each one. And basically 3 for 3 for 3. In the old days what you had to do is you had to get the signals around the right way. And if you got it wrong, then what you had to do is you had to reverse them. But in modern day time, you can do that in software, which is a little bit more user friendly. But yeah, so we'll do that in software later on. So all the wires are tinned, so now we need to tin these ESCs.
How are we getting on, Richard?
Yeah, just finish up these last couple ones.
One side done, and the last one to go. This is the flight controller coming out.
Trying to come out.
It's really wedged in there. The drone itself is taking shape. We've got the motors on, we've got the ESC on the stack, and we're just waiting for the flight controller to go on. So it sounds like there was a pop, so Richard must have got it out. There it is.
And that's the regular side.
Whoa, cool.
So you might be asking yourself, which one's forward, which one's back? So that's the underside.
Yeah, and where's forward? It's got a little arrow somewhere, isn't it?
The little arrow is there. That little white arrow is pointing that direction. You can have it any orientation you wanted. You could have it like that even. But you have to know exactly which is forward.
You'd have to change it in software.
It just makes it easy if you just effectively just go like that. And then you go, oh yeah, cool, that's forward. So there's nothing else that we need to solder on this section. So there's no reason why we can't put it down.
Dun, 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 dun. Perfect.
Perfecto.
Now we also put those little bump arms on as well. little TPU bump buttons that came in the pack.
All these little pads here. So some of them will be used for, there's only two components that we need to attach. The receiver, and the other one will be the FPV or camera.
Yeah, VTX and camera. And it's got, I think the flight controller's got an inbuilt OSD as well.
It does, yeah.
Okay, so it's looking pretty good. So saying that.
Yeah, so saying that, back to H&R Drone Racing HQ.
Back. Yeah, so thanks very much for tuning into this episode, and don't go anywhere because we will be carrying on with this build.
That's right, it's coming along nicely. We've got the receiver to install, the FPV camera, VTX, and firmware flashing.
Yeah,
and then go and fly it, of course.
Go and fly it. That's the one that we're all looking forward to. Okay, so saying that, let's go and look at the next segment on the show.
The movie of the week.
Yes, so the movie of the week is
Transporter Refuel.
Yes, so it is the fourth one in the series, and it's the classic small spaces fighting that we all enjoy about the Transporter, and the kind of comedy fighting and lots of cars being flipped. Yeah, so check it out. Okay, so here you go, guys. This is the guy. So this is so far what we've got up to on this build.
It's looking pretty good. We've got some blue props on there, 5-inch tri-blade props.
Yes.
And it's a unique motor, this one, the 2207.5 from Hobbywing.
And it should be pretty quick. We will be running it with a 6S system, 1300 milliamp hour battery. So a smaller battery for us on the 6S range compared to our giant copters, be able to have the punch that required to go and chase all those kind of fast aircraft that we'll be making on the channel. There you go. So the flight controllers in there in the stack you can see, and we've got the 4-in-1. So just a little close up for you guys, and on to the next segment. Okay, so final thoughts of this one, Mission.
Great to get this one moving along. It's going to look great on live streams and flying and chasing and things like that in the background. So something very helpful for the channel. Yeah, it's just something we've been wanting to do for a while. So it was great to see that Hobbywing and ItsFPV came on board.
And also looking forward to the next part where we go and test flight. So that's all coming up on the channel. If you haven't done already, make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button.
That's right. So some of the other things to note, remember to tune into our live streams. We're doing some interesting stuff with the landing gear for the coaxial concept RC aircraft series that of course has been happening on the main channel. But of course, if you don't have any landing gear, you can't take off and land. So it's kind of important. And also the other thing that we're doing is we're upgrading the subskimmer.
So there you go. So join in on the channel. You're very welcome. And we'll see each other next one. I am Harry.
And I'm Richard. And remember, to special note that you can join us on Patreon and Discord now.
Yes, and thanks so much to our sponsors. Thank you once again for tuning in, and we'll see each other in 3, 2, 1, go! HR Racing, HR Racing, HR Racing. Yeah.